Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go and look at another AFK smithing money making video for you guys. Now if you can remember, a couple of weeks ago, I did a video based on some of the rune weapons and how some of the rune weapons are incredibly good for profit and AFK ability because of invention and the demand for these items to disassemble. Now one of the things I sort of said to you guys in the video is if you want me to go and discover some more, drop in the comment section down below and I'll go and do a new video. So good news is that is going to be this video, and we're going to be looking at two sets of metal which we haven't really explored before. So in this video, we're going to be looking at Oricalcum and Necronium. Now to start with, the most important thing is we need to know roughly what our prices are. So I have bought some bars on the Grand Exchange. Oricalcum, we're going to work off a price of 7.8 thousand coins just for a little bit of wiggle room. These are both instant bought prices as well. So you can always get it for slightly cheaper than what I have, and that's why I like doing it for an instant buy price, because there's always a little bit of wiggle room for it as well. Necronium, we're going to work on 10,000 coins, so 7.8k for Oricalcum, 10k for Necronium. Now, I won't lie, when I was trying to find out if any of these made some profit, it's a lot harder than the Adamant and the Rune tiers. But if you guys want me to go and explore Bane, Elder Rune, or even Adamant, drop in the comment section down below. Smithing is a very underutilized AFK method, so I'm loving putting these videos out because it just shows you guys that with a little bit of discoverability, like a little bit of just testing prices, you can go and make a lot of money with smithing. So if you want me to do those videos, as always, if we get 35, 40 likes on a video, I'll make sure to go and smash them out. But I want you guys to drop a comment on which tier you want me to look at as well. And if you are brand new to the channel and enjoying all the content which is being pumped out, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Please like the video. We are aiming for 12.5k subscribers in the past month. We are flying. So thank you all for joining. And I really hope to earn your subscription if you are brand new as well. So the first one we're going to look at is Oricalcum. And with this smithing interface, we spoke about this a little bit before as well. You can see the actual Grand Exchange price here for what these items are selling for. Now, one thing I would say is with the Oricalcum ones, you are a little bit tight on your margins. They're not really, in my opinion, worth it as much as probably Necronium. But I thought I'd cover it just for this video, just to show you guys that you do have some things which will make profit. Now, I have tested all the Warhammers, and the Warhammers don't make money at all. In fact, you lose quite a considerable chunk. With the Oricalcum bar being 7.8k, these Warhammers are going to sell roughly for around 10,000 coins each. The only ones you can really make some decent profit on are going to be the pickaxes and also the mattocks. You are relying on these to sell a little bit above mid-price though, so you might lose a little bit on that as well. But the hatchet also sells for 9,000 coins. We'll look at this a little bit later on. I thought that I would kind of skip the Oricalcum first, but I'd talk through it just in case you guys wanted to do it. But those are the only ones really in terms of Oricalcum I have found in terms of checking margin stuff that are going to make you profit are literally the pickaxe, the hatchet, and the mattock. I really wouldn't suggest making too many because, again, you're trying to sell a very niche item and you're only going to sell a little bit. But if you wanted to, you could definitely use those as some methods to put on the Grand Exchange. You're going to probably make like 2,000 to 3,000 coins per bar, which, in my opinion, at that stage, just do rune. Rune's going to make you so much more. Those maces still sell, the swords still sell as well. They're going to roughly make you probably 10k per smithing item. And I just think that Oricalcum really just can't offer you enough for this as well. In my opinion, if I was looking to train an account, Oricalcum might be a stage I skipped. However, Necronium, we're going to look at a couple of different things. So with Necronium, we are working off it being at a price of 10,000 per bar. So the pickaxe, which is actually a very strong item for Necronium because everyone wants to upgrade their pickaxe, get it to the best stage possible. This could be one we're definitely going to look at, so we're going to go and begin this project as well. Now, another item I want to go and have a check at is going to be the Necronium Battle Axe, because as you can see here, it's 39.5k in terms of the mid price. So even if we take a little bit off that and save it on the Grand Exchange, that is only going to require 2 Necronium bars. We're going to simply spend 20k for it as well. And because that's quite a strong seller, apparently, or a strong price on the Grand Exchange, I'm also going to do the offhand. So when it comes to smithing items, a lot of people sometimes ignore the offhands. And the offhands can be more niche. And I'm hoping over the past couple of videos, I've showed you guys that if something is a little bit niche, it can sell and has a strength of selling as well. Just need to be careful on what your price is, as well as like over flooding the market. If you know that an item is niche, don't go and put 10,000 on the Grand Exchange. Just sell a couple of hundred at a time and then restock it and then continuously move through that process and just keep those items topped up as well. So those are the 3 Necronium ones we're going to look into. The 2H, weirdly enough, just didn't sell when I checked the margin. I have checked the margin on the pickaxe and also main hand battle axe, so I'm interested to see what the offhand will sell for as well. But again, this method, really, really good. What I would suggest is for you guys to go and do it in Fort for free because you'll be surrounded by players who are doing pulse core boosts, cinder cores as well. and you'll get some extra XP for just being on that world. Don't forget, when you're doing these AFK methods, if you have the blacksmith outfit, you can do that. You could also go and do this method in Artisan's Workshop as well if you want to earn towards that blacksmith outfit. It is quite handy and it's a nice XP boost as well. When you're doing AFK methods, don't forget to have all manner of boosts. You have the clan avatar boost as well, which is really good. And again, 4th Rune 3 or Artisan's Workshop will generally give you some of the Cinder Cores, Pulse Cores, all that kind of benefits of having as well. But this can be a really good method to go and do while you've got some heavy AFK time. I generally do smithing or some of this AFK ilk when I'm either like focusing on doing some other tasks in my life, whether it's life admin or some other stuff. Cleaning the house, if I'm cleaning the house, I will also be AFKing something like this as well. Because it is such a hard AFK, you don't have to pay attention, you simply just have to click every 15 minutes. So really nice, and it's a really decent thing to have in the game as well, especially with it being Necronium. The one downside I kind of had with Rune is that the XP for Rune was really quite poor. It is quite bad. But Necronium, you're definitely going to get a bump up in XP. It's going to be a lot quicker, even if it's not going to be the quickest thing in the world. But it's going to be a much more markup on Rune as well. And I also think that Necronium, not many people smith it. So again, you do have the ability of dealing with a much lower volume item and benefiting with more profit because of that as well. So really decent. And smithing, like I mentioned before, has multiple different strands like this as well. This might be down to sort of invention, but I've always found that Oricalcum, Necronium are just two tiers which don't seem to pop off as much. With Bane, there's things with Bane which go really, really well. Elder Rune, there's things there which make profit. Even just making the armor sets with Elder Rune, you can make a decent amount of cash. Necronium is a bit hit and miss. Sometimes you make money like making a +4 on the plate bodies or a +4 set. But for the large part, bars are just too volatile to make some money. But it's nice to see that the battle axes will hopefully make us a decent amount of cash as well. And I think the pickaxes will pull in a decent amount. So like I mentioned before and a little bit earlier in the video, if you guys want me to go and explore some different tiers, do adamant, I can 100% do that. I really enjoy doing these videos because it gives you guys some different ideas, and the more different ideas and different money making methods I do, I'm hoping that it can give you some inspiration to go and do it and also train with it as well. And the fully AFK ones always seem to do really well on the channel, so I do have a little bit of a list at the minute of like fully AFK methods to drop onto you guys just to give you some ideas of what to do for the future if you're ever looking for some AFK time. But I'm going to finish this last one, then we'll hop over to the Grand Exchange, check some prices, and see just how good Necronium is. Right, so all done with this as well. So the pickaxe I price checked a little bit earlier on at a price of 28.6k. So if we're going to work off our 10k per bar, that's going to be 8k profit for a Necronium pickaxe, which is really good. But the one which is the big hitter is here. This Necronium battle axe instant sold for this price, and that is because there was simply no other ones on the Grand Exchange. I went and checked this beforehand in the hopes like I was going to be happy if it sold for profit because it would have been a really, really like good way to sort of like train your smithing. But in a minute, you can't buy one for 352k. So what I'm going to do for the purpose of this video is put this into the Grand Exchange, and I'll update on my community tab when this eventually sells. But I'm going to put this for 66k, and if that sells, that would be an enormous amount of profit. I don't think it will, but the fact it's instant sold for that price, I'll instant sell the offhand battle axe, hopefully. No, so the offhand battle axe seems to be a bit more niche. And like we mentioned before, sometimes that really helps you to sell it for more, sometimes it doesn't. But what I'll actually do, just to prove it to you guys as well, is that this should instant sell for the price we mentioned. There we go. Yep, 46,000 coins for that. So what I'll go and do is go and make another one for you guys. I didn't want you guys to think, oh, I just sort of like instant did something with the Grand Exchange with it. I like to prove that everything we do and everything we check on the Grand Exchange is correct. This actually sold for the mid price on when I checked the margin. But again, Necronium pickaxes can be a little bit niche as well. But what I'll go and do just for you guys is go and create another Necronium battle axe, throw it on the Grand Exchange. But those are going to be two decent profitable items. Necronium battle axe especially is going to be some pretty decent cash. Even selling it for 46k, you're making like 26k profit per battle axe, which really isn't bad. And the offhand, you might have to sell for a little bit cheaper, but I just focus on main hands. Main hands are the ones people are going to commonly buy. So just do that instead. But I'm going to go and create one of these for you guys, throw it on the Grand Exchange. Keep an eye out for the community tab for when I eventually sell it, so I'll just drop a nice little screenshot. But that's going to wrap the video up. Really hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.